Well, great day, beautiful people, and welcome to the midday moment. Listen, just as you need your physical exercises so that your body can show up, function, take you where you need to go, you need your spiritual exercises so that your soul can do the same thing for you internally, emotionally, mentally. And so the midday moment is dedicated to supporting you, encouraging you in your spiritual exercises for the unfolding and for the development of your soul. We call your soul the four inner parts of you: your mind, your thoughts, your intellect, how you filter those thoughts, your heart, your energy, your feelings in motion, and your will, how you act out and make decisions, and how all of that comes together to then guide you, or how you allow it to guide you in your decision making. So that's so part of you in these exercises. We call these spiritual exercises because you've been made in the image and the likeness of light, of God, of love. It doesn't mean you always act like it. We don't always act like it, but we are made in that image. So the truth of who we are is spirit. And then we have a soul, such a unique soul that's constantly unfolding to match the truth of who we are spiritually. And you have this body that we have been given as a vehicle to transport us here in this earthly experiences. So we are dedicated to supporting your spiritual exercises. I have the pleasure of serving as the assistant spiritual leader of today's church headquarters in Tampa Bay, Florida, and I have the privilege of also serving as fivefold general for the Church of the Everlasting Kingdom headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland. We just finished our annual conference and holy convocation. Our theme was "Let's Go Higher." I'm encouraging you to identify your resources that allow you to go higher in your sense of purpose, higher in your sense of well-being, higher in your health and your health consciousness, higher in how you navigate successfully all of your relationships professionally, romantically, socially, to go higher in how you access provision for the purpose that you've been assigned. And so all of that is available to you. So we took some time to really press in and lean in on that. You can see many of our inspirational services and messages on our CAN YouTube channel, CAN, Kingdom Access Network YouTube channel. Listen, I don't fight with nobody. All I do is just share what's working for me. You determine what's working for you. All right. All right. So let me share a little bit from our spiritual community, as I've mentioned, and some of what we do. So I have been, I didn't bring a copy of it. Okay, I'll have a copy next week. I have been sharing for the past few weeks daily affirmations. Daily affirmations. And I've been sharing from a catalog of affirmations called Kingdom 365. I'll make sure I have a demonstration for you tomorrow. Okay. I forgot to have it with me here today. But Kingdom is an affirmation catalog. If you go back to my most recent midday moments. Sometimes I hold it up and I show it to you. So some of the most recent, midday moment. We're on affirmation 209 today. So if you go back, 202, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere up in there, you'll see me holding up the sample, but I'll bring it back tomorrow. Okay. So we're on affirmation 209 from the affirmation catalog. I call it a catalog book called Kingdom 365. Kingdom is such a reference, a reference to a number of things, but it's a reference to what I said earlier, that you are a part of what we call a kingdom, divine, royal experience. You are, we give natural, we have this natural celebration historically for royalty, okay? At least in some cultures. Okay. In African cultures, they have kings and queens and princesses. Most popular, of course, is British culture. They have royal identities, socially constructed identities in Indian, Asian cultures. Okay. Spiritually, we ascribe to a system called kingdom, that affirms that each of us is made in the divine, royal, divine image of God, of light, of love, even though we don't like it. And that creation experience also affords us a system of living. It gives to us a way to live, to live our highest and best life. All right, so we sample parts of that system called kingdom here. So these affirmations are in alignment with that. All right, so affirmation for day 209. This is the 209th day of 2026. So day 209, the affirmation for today is arrogance comes from ignorance. Arrogance comes from ignorance. Arrogance comes from ignorance. And so the background scripture is Romans 12 and 3. I think it's 12 and 3, where the writing, in the writing, we are encouraged to not think of ourselves more highly than we ought. I had some background stuff going on. Not think of ourselves more highly than we ought. Now, if you read the extended passages around it, it also then talks about the fact that each of us has been given a measure. Each of us have been given a measure of grace. Each of us come with certain giftings, and that we are one body with many members. This is how I desire to lead into this affirmation, that arrogance leads to ignorance, or arrogance comes from ignorance. Okay. Um, Okay. So I had a little background, so sorry. So no matter how good your favorite athlete is, basketball, football, you name it, no matter how great they are, no one can go to the championship by themselves. No one goes to the NBA finals, the football, American football, World Cup, soccer, FIFA. Nobody goes by themselves, no matter how great you as an individual, no matter how great you are as an individual. Nobody goes to these championship events. No team makes it there by themselves. Listen now. Arrogance is ignorance. Arrogance is ignorance. Don't think of yourself more highly than you ought. We are one body with many members, and each of us, we all got a gift. Okay. And so nobody goes to a championship entity by themselves, right? Even in something like tennis, that's, you say, well, look at the tennis players. It's one person on the court playing with another. They didn't get to that court by themselves. They had trainers, they have coaches. You look at golf, you out there, swinging. It's one person swinging. That one person didn't get there by themselves. I told the folks on Sunday that even golfers have swing coaches. Who is your swing coach? Who is your swing coach? Who is your swing coach? Arrogance is ignorance. Don't ignore knowledge. Don't ignore the fact that you can't do this by yourself. Don't ignore the fact that nobody gets to the Super Bowl by themselves. Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. You only have a measure, baby. You ain't got but a measure. You ain't got but a measure. So don't be ignorant. Arrogance comes from ignorance. It comes from you thinking that you all by yourself, that you do this, me, myself, and I. Know you can't. But you go ahead on and try. But I'm telling you right now, you can't. Listen to wisdom. You can't. So I'm encouraging you. If you ain't got a swing coach, get one. You don't have a mentor, get one. Sometimes I take time to define more specifically our spiritual practices, because it's not just affirmations. Affirmations actually goes along with denials, and scripture. We look at a scripture, and we allow that scripture to encourage us about what do we need to deny, let go of, speak death to, and what did we then need to lift up and speak life to. All right. So in this scripture, for example, from Romans 12, we can say, I will not allow myself to think that I'm higher than what I am. Okay. I will not give way to ignorance and pride. I will. I will participate in a team energy. I will embrace team consultation. I will embrace collaboration. So that's a fuller version of what happens with affirmations. All right. So that's just a sample right there. Even when I was saying get a mentor, we have a prayer practice that's called networking, fellowshipping, and mentoring. A part of your spiritual exercise is to have a swing coach. A part of your spiritual exercise is to have a mentor. A part of your spiritual exercise is to network. Talk to somebody other than yourself because you don't know everything. Mhm. A part of your spiritual exercise is to invite and embrace affirmations, the power of thought and the power of speech, to embrace it. All right, that's just a little sample of some spiritual exercises for the development and the unfolding of your soul. Get a swing coach. Get a swing coach. Put in the chat if you hadn't already. Get a swing coach. Get a mentor. Okay, no matter how good you are, get you a swing coach, get you a mentor, hook up with somebody that can show you some stuff. Okay, sometimes you might have to pay for it, sometimes they might let you just take them to lunch, but get you somebody, because arrogance comes from ignorance. Stop being ignorant. All right, that's it, y'all. I love you. God bless you. God be you. Don't be stingy. Like and share, and make sure you are subscribed to Kingdom Access Network YouTube channel, because that is the hub. That's the hub, the home for the midday moment as this fades off of Facebook. That is the hub for our midday moment videos, as well as other teachings from our spiritual community, daily download. I think it's 15 minutes, Friday, 15 minutes on Friday 15 with Bishop D. Walter Riggs Rogers. Tea Time with Bishop Tito Saunders is on there. So we got some stuff on there at the Can Network. Catch me on Can. Catch me on Can. All right. I love you. God bless you. God be you. Take care, everybody.